following is a special presentation of the Spectrum 23.9.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the program. This is the Ready Football Podcast. I am one of your hosts. My name is Brennan.
My name's Logan.
My name is John.
John is our producer, and he is just joining us for a little bit tonight.
Co-host action.
Yeah, so let's get into it.
We got some stuff.
No, whoa!
What?
This man just threw us on the air because of the conversation we were having. Let's rewind a little bit. Let's
All right.
give us a little feedback real quick of what we were just talking about. Yep.
So we're talking about flag football, right? We both play in flag football leagues. I'm talking about mine that's starting up in the fall. And granted, in my background, I'd also played football in Arizona. And so I was talking about the quarterback that I play with. And I made the comment that out of all of my football playing days, he might be my favorite one that I played with. So, but I've also known this kid since he was like 4. So,
Which I completely understand, yes. But it's different, yes, flag and tackle football. But your homeboy back in Arizona, who was your quarterback?
Wouldn't go that far.
All right, fine. Your quarterback in high school.
Spencer Rattler, yeah.
You made a quote, and it was said, quote, throughout all of my football playing, this kid is my favorite quarterback.
I can't quit you.
Talking about my flag football.
Unquote. Yes. So I just want to know, are you saying through your playing experience you would rather have him as your quarterback than Spencer Rattler?
Probably. I mean,
okay, that's all I needed.
Just better chemistry, you know.
Okay,
we not to spend too much time on that topic because we do got some topics lined up on deck.
We all in studio were just cracking up because
I know
we were going, and yeah, we probably should have hit start a little earlier, but hey, stuff happens. All right.
You know what? Hey, I will say this is our first live show, though.
It is, yes.
First live show.
Yes, we're coming to you guys live for the first time, and follow our social media, which we will give you guys later on in the show for more updates, and we will have the schedule put up on the social medias also, so make sure to listen later for those. But yeah, we got a lot on our table tonight. You want to start with college or NFL? I feel like I don't know.
There's a lot to get into, man.
There is.
Tell me.
Football season's just a couple weeks away. Like, we had the Hall of Fame game, which did not come to a end of regulation because of storms, but we got to see a little bit of football. So let's go ahead and just hop into NFL.
Let's do it.
We're going to be covering a few of the top 100 players. Cover like some of the top 10 players.
So the top 10 just dropped from our last recording to now.
Yes. Let's start at 10. Max Crosby from the Raiders. It looks like he moved up 7 spots from last year, if I am reading this right. That man had an outstanding season. He is a monster. Despite
Career high 14 sacks.
Despite a knee injury suffered in week 2, which required off-season surgery, he enjoyed a career best season, like you just said, 14.5 sacks, 50 QB pressures, 31 QB hits, 23 tackles for loss, and 90 tackles to earn him a third consecutive Pro Bowl trip. He's a stud on that Raiders defense. Some may say that he's the centerpiece of that Raiders defense as of now.
I am wholeheartedly in that crowd.
I love watching him play and just do his thing.
You definitely got to build a defense around him.
I say he's definitely worth top 10. I don't know. He may be a little higher in some people's books, but he definitely deserves 10.
Dude, honestly, this coming season, after what he did last season, I think this season's only just going to solidify an even higher top 10 spot. I think he's just going to keep elevating his game. I'm going to go on a limb and say he hasn't even hit his prime yet.
Yeah, I mean, I could definitely see that. I don't think he's really that old either. He's 26, so yeah, he may not even be in his prime yet. That's scary. Okay. Mahomes needs to definitely keep an eye on him.
Speaking of Mahomes, his tight end Travis Kelce coming in at number 9.
Yep. And I have this part of the article highlighted. He is the highest ranked tight end for the 4th year in a row, despite falling 16 yards short of his 8th straight 1,000-yard season. He had 93 receptions, 984 yards, 5 touchdowns in 15 games. He's getting up there. Young 30s, mid 30s, I guess. A little older than I thought, 34, but I feel like he still could go at least another 2 or 4 years, 3, 4. Him and Mahomes just have some kind of chemistry that
I'd give him longer than that.
You also got to think about the hits.
I mean, yeah, but how old was like Antonio Gates or like
yeah, that's true.
Tony Gonzalez, or
pushing
Jason
40, yeah. No, yeah, you got a point there. Going to number 8, though, we are going back to the defensive side. TJ Watt, that man. This may be a hot take, or it may be true. TJ Watt better than JJ Watt. Because you got to think, TJ Watt, yes, he gets hurt sometimes, but he's still only 29, and he's been getting double digit sacks for the past couple years, I believe. He had 19 sacks this year. The 3rd time in 4 seasons he's been the NFL sack champion. He also produced 50 QB pressures, 36 QB hits, 4 forced fumbles, 1 interception, 3 fumble recoveries, and a defensive touchdown in his 4th All-Pro campaign. He's averaging .93 sacks per game.
The fact that he is already the franchise's all-time sack leader, too, is wild.
Yeah. And Watt is on pace to hit 100 career sacks in his 108th game, which would make him the second fastest player in history to the milestone, only behind, do you know who? Reggie White, former Eagle.
Yeah, only
Former
you would know
Packer.
that.
Former Packer. Reggie White was a dog.
You're right.
Look up his highlights. That man
You're
was
right.
a beast.
You're right.
I'm just happy he was on my team.
You're right. I'm not gonna lie. Going back to TJ Watt, I honestly thought he was gonna go higher than 8 with what he did last season.
Yeah,
But
he
this
also
is my
did.
opinion.
He
this
did.
list is not great.
He did have some injuries, so he did miss some time. I know that was a big thing because he missed a few games and he was still able to get the 19 sacks. But he's definitely a beast. I can't wait to see what he does this year. But moving to number 7, you got arguably one of the best ever left tackles in Trent Williams with the Niners. He that man for an offensive line
had the highest graded. What was it? In 2023, the 11-time Pro Bowler earned the second highest run blocking grade from Pro Football Focus at a 92.5. And not only that, he didn't allow a single sack all season last year.
Yeah, and he definitely went up against a lot of the best pass rushers too, which that just shows how dominant and how important that left tackle position is, because most quarterbacks are right-handed, so the left tackle is the blind side tackle. If you have a great offensive tackle like him, you won't have incidents happen like you did with LT breaking legs. So that's why they get paid a lot. That's why they're a lot more looked at in today's game instead of when we were born, right before the turn of it. So I don't.
He came in at 7 last year. He comes in at 7 this year. I mean, I don't have an issue with it. I think it's a great ranking.
I hate to say I don't want to see him do good since he is in the NFC with my Eagles, but also the man's a dog. Like, I just want to see him succeed and keep adding to his legacy and becoming the greatest left tackle. Wish I could say it was still Jason Peters, but you can't. Moving to 6, you got big boy Chris Jones from the Chiefs. You
talk about another dude that'll bring him in.
He's 30 years old, and the youngest. He captained the youngest defense in league to back-to-back Super Bowl glory, collecting 10.5 sacks, 39 QB pressures, 29 QB hits, and 13 tackle for loss. What makes him so impressive is it just seems so effortless for him to get through that offensive line. Like, he causes any kind of havoc and pileups as he can. Like, he's trying to
I mean, his career, he's made a career in living in the backfield, and he's still doing it at this point in his career. So
yeah, and he got his highest ranking this year in the top 100 at number 6. So congrats to him. You got Myles Garrett at number 5, another stud on that defensive side, but throughout the first 11 games, he secured 13 of his 14 season sacks. So he didn't have more than a sack. He got a single sack in the last 6 games.
yeah,
That I could see why you may not be a fan of that position. Is that one of the ones you weren't happy with?
no, I don't got beef with it. I mean, Myles Garrett's a dog. I mean, look at his stats.
Oh, I see them.
Look what he just put on the tape. Look what he did last year. I mean, he anchored that defense. Granted,
he's been doing that for years
injury.
now.
Huh?
He's been doing that for years now. They don't really want to give him any kind of help.
I mean, yeah. I mean, he still had 14 sacks, 30 QB hits, 37 QB pressures, and 17 tackles for loss.
Yeah.
I mean, production speaks for itself.
He did win the Defensive Player of the Year, so that's always a nice perk to it. But I don't know.
At number 4.
I'm just not feeling him at number 5 for some reason.
No, I'm not feeling number 4. Patrick Mahomes? Patrick Mahomes.
I don't know.
At 4.
I say at least top 3.
The reigning Super Bowl champion and league MVP
2-time holder of the top 100 number 1 spot.
at number 4. Who? I'm sorry. I don't agree with that. That's the big one I don't agree with.
I don't agree with it either, but we didn't write this article or this list, so yeah. And I'm pretty sure this list is even done by the players. Some of it. So we know Mahomes' stats. We know everything about that man. We know he's not supposed to be 4. But, yeah. So,
Not a fan of that.
what do you think about number 3?
Honestly, I would have even ranked him higher than that. Christian McCaffrey coming in at number 3. Honestly, Mahomes and Christian McCaffrey are top 2 to me.
Yeah, I could see that being a good argument. But McCaffrey also did have a phenomenal year. Let's not try and get past that. He became the NFL's rushing champion with 1,459 yards, while leading the league in yards from scrimmage 2023. That's kind of weird, but hey, do you? And 21 touchdowns in 16 games played. Those numbers are just outstanding. But he also does have a really good offensive line with Trent Williams up there.
He also led the league in yards after contact. Do not forget that.
No, I was
almost 950 yards after contact.
I was just about to touch on that. So, and he also has the breakaway speed that makes him a prototypical backfield weapon, becoming the first 49ers player since Jerry Rice in 1993 to win Offensive Player of the Year, and his image will grace the cover of Madden 25. So he had his best season to date, and you can't argue those numbers. Almost 1,500 rushing yards, 2,100 all scrimmage yards, 21 touchdowns. Like, you can't beat that. Number 2, you're not a fan of this.
Lamar Jackson, number 2. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. I don't like Lamar Jackson over Patrick Mahomes on this list. I'm sorry. Patrick Mahomes beat Lamar Jackson in the AFC Championship on Lamar's home field. I mean,
I don't know. I don't think he should. I don't think he should be above Mahomes, but he did win the MVP. He registered a career high in completions with 307, pass attempts of 457, a completion percentage of 67.2, 3,678 passing yards, while providing a touchdown to interception ratio of 24-7. He also had 821 rushing yards, 5.5 per carry, 5 rushing touchdowns, and got the Ravens to NFL best 13 wins. So he is coming off of winning the MVP this year. He did take a 70 spot jump from his last year ranking, though. That's a pretty big jump. You're telling me he was 72 on last year's top 100, and this year he is 2. Number 1.
Not over Mahomes. I'm sorry.
John's grabbing the mic.
Yeah, I agree with Brendan here that Lamar Jackson should not even be on that list.
Whoa, I wouldn't go that far.
All right, John.
All right,
no, whoa.
Not go that far.
Hold up. We got to. He said it. So you're saying Lamar Jackson should not be on the top 100 at all?
Well, maybe lower top 10.
Okay. See, we just needed some clarification.
I would almost.
I didn't want to leave that, and then people start coming at John saying he shouldn't be in top 100. Wanted to give this man a chance to defend himself. Say maybe top 10. Not
I understand it.
So okay.
I also
give us your reason why lower top 10.
I also can't get over the fact that that they missed that missing field goal, like for the Bills, like, you know, the Bills missing field goal. That was a shock, but like I just feel like Mahomes is a lot more smarter than Jackson.
I mean, I don't fault your reasoning. I mean, you look at Mahomes' weapons, look at his, from coaching staff down, roster-wise included, I would absolutely take Mahomes over Lamar Jackson. I mean, playoff resume, Super Bowl resume speaks for itself compared to Lamar Jackson's.
Yes, but I've
Where
always
would
been.
you put Lamar Jackson?
I say at least top 5.
I was gonna say probably like 4 or 5, probably somewhere around there. Because I can name 3 better players than Lamar Jackson, but it's hard for me to name 3 better players than Patrick Mahomes.
That's fair.
Tell me that's not a valid argument.
No, it is. It is. Mahomes is a special kind of player. So let's finish out this top 10 at number 1. You got a first-time wide receiver claiming the number 1 spot. Tyreek Cheetah Hill. He becomes the first receiver to grace the number 1 spot in the 14-year history of the top 100. Receiving, he flirted with Calvin Johnson's single receiving record, 1,964. He led the league with 1,799 receiving yards on 119 receptions, 13 touchdowns. But a late season ankle injury hampered him in this run at history. I really wish that injury didn't happen. I wanted to see if he would beat that record.
Honestly,
you're happy. You used to be a Lions fan, and
yeah. I mean, hey, I watched Calvin break that record. I remember watching that game on TV in my grandparents' basement when they played the Falcons. And I remember it was a 31-16 game with like 3 minutes left in the game when he broke this record. And Ford Field was packed out. And I remember, and the commentators even were like, they were talking about that too, and they said, look at this crowd. Like, this place is staying. They're wanting to see their beloved Megatron break this record. That was John Gruden that said that. So, and I remember watching that game on TV in my grandparents' basement, and I remember watching the play live and breaking history and wearing all my Lions gear. And it was like right around Christmas too. So, being a Lions fan and watching him make history, like the only cool thing the Lions have done in my lifetime, besides make the NFC Championship last year. I mean, yeah, I kind of want to see history still stand with the Lions for what little piece of it they can hold.
Understandable. Cheetah had 602 receiving yards on quick passes, which typically means...
But hold on, I do want to go on record and say that does not clarify me saying that I was happy about that injury.
I don't know, that's what it sounded like you said.
That's not what I was saying. I mean, that is not what I was saying, just clarify.
Typically, we know quick passes are when you have less than 2.5 seconds to throw. He had 602 receiving yards on those type of passes of 10-plus air yards, which was 308 more than the next pass catcher per next-gen stats. Megatron's record is no longer an impossible feat thanks to the 4-time All-Pro Cheetah. So,
I mean... No, the Dolphins, what they do to scheme him, it works. Especially with Tua.
And the help on the other side of the field from Waddle. Because at that point, it's as long as Tua has time, one of those 2 receivers are going to burn their DB.
And all they have to do with Tyreek is send him on a bubble screen or
a go or a post
or just a quick slant.
Like, This man's speed is...
I mean, you get him. He gets an ounce of an open field, and he's gone.
Yeah.
But coming in at number 1, though, as the best player in the NFL, I'm not going that far, man.
I would, because you could put him in the backfield too. He could get you rushing yards also, if you absolutely wanted to.
He could.
He's
okay.
He's a Swiss Army knife. He can
I'm
do
give
it
a
all.
Hot take.
He can do it all.
I'm gonna give a hot take.
All right, let's hear this hot take.
He's not even the best receiver in the NFL.
And who do you think is?
I'm gonna argue Justin Jefferson.
That would be a good argument. But he was also injured for most of the year last year, so
True.
Maybe if it was a healthy season, maybe. But best wide receiver definitely last year was Tyreek.
Last year, yes, I'll say that.
And that's what this list is off of. So it would make sense that Tyreek is 1. So
For last year, sure. But number 1...
Last year going into this year, yes, that is what these lists are made for.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm saying...
So it makes sense, right?
But him at...
It makes sense, right?
Just listen to what I'm saying. But him at 1 overall over everybody, like Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes has already had the spot twice. He can afford to lose it once.
All right, so that wraps up the top 10.
Ooh, about time, damn.
Spent a lot of time on that, didn't we?
Yeah, a lot more than I thought.
Yeah, no kidding.
All right, we're just gonna...
Very suspect list, in my opinion. I mean...
You also don't really watch the NFL. You're more of a college.
I still pay attention to it, though.
You do, but you're definitely a lot more focused into college.
Definitely.
So you don't know everything. So
I'm just giving my opinion. Let's chill. But all right, moving on. What do we got up next?
The Brandon Ayuk trade talks. So I've heard a couple different teams possibly willing to trade for him, being in New England, and I believe it was Cleveland. I think they were trying to talk about doing basically like a swap. Brandon Ayuk for what's his name? What is his name? I am drawing a blank right now. Amari Cooper.
Yeah.
So
I'm not gonna lie, I think that would be a really good fit.
Possibly.
I think that would be a really good fit.
For who though?
Him and Amari Cooper?
Amari Cooper would be going to San Fran. Brandon Ayuk would be going to Cleveland.
Well, no, I know that, but I'm just saying, like, just think about that for a sec.
Brandon Ayuk would definitely be the number 1 receiver in Cleveland, and Amari Cooper would be the second receiver behind.
That would be such a two-headed monster receiving room. That would be awesome to watch if that ever happened.
All they had to do was pay Brandon Ayuk, and they would have a younger, better version. Because Brandon Ayuk is younger, and he's a lot better than Amari Cooper, in my opinion. That may be a hot take, but hey, I will go on record with saying Brandon Ayuk is a lot better than Amari
What?
Cooper.
Like, overall? Like, better
Yeah.
at what specifically?
By the end of the careers, Brandon Ayuk would have a better career than Amari Cooper.
Stats-wise.
Yes. He's being kind of not... He's not being used as he should in San Fran behind... What's that other receiver?
He's better receiving. He has better hands.
Yes. I will say that.
He's better route running.
Yeah. I'm going out saying Brandon Ayuk is better than Amari Cooper.
Do you hear the words coming out of your mouth right now?
I do.
Yeah. I'm giving my opinion like you were, so let's just chill, right?
Hot take.
I already called it.
You're telling me right now.
Face to face.
Am I tweaking, John?
Maybe.
Am I tweaking?
Maybe.
Brent, no. I'm sorry. That's a really hot take. That is a really hot. You can argue anything but route running to me. Amari Cooper has him. Amari Cooper has almost everybody on route running.
Devontae Adams.
I'm taking Amari Cooper.
I'm taking Adams all day.
And that's fair. I don't hate that.
Jefferson.
pick. I would still go Amari Cooper.
Hell,
on route running.
Get out. No.
On route running?
Yes. Jefferson. Jamar Chase.
You still give me Amari Cooper, man.
Stephon Diggs. Devontae Smith. Devontae Smith all day over that ex-Cowboy Amari Cooper.
He's got the size, though.
It doesn't. You're talking about the Black Batman and Smith. Come on now. You also got to think he works with A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown, I would give better route running than Amari Cooper. He's a lot bigger. He may have about the same speed as Amari Cooper. He has definitely a lot better hands than Amari Cooper. Yes. You can shake your head all you want. A.J. Brown is a lot better than Amari Cooper.
Okay, back on topic. We're talking about Brandon Ayuk here.
Yeah. You're the one that wanted to make it about Amari Cooper, so I just started naming off receivers.
Because he was part of the trade deal.
Yeah, but you asked who was better at route running and all that. So
Because you said you said Brandon Ayuk.
I know what I said. Yeah, I know.
Exactly. So I'm explaining how he got here.
All right, man.
Ayuk in Cleveland, I think, would be a good fit, though.
Definitely not going to New England. They have the projected worst offense in the league going into this year. They don't even know who their quarterback's going to be. It could be a top 10 pick in Drake May, top 3 pick I think it was in Drake May, or the quarterback they drafted later on, I think Milton.
Yeah, I don't see them going.
So
No.
So I could possibly see it working out a trade talk to Cleveland, but hey, you never know. Someone else may just sneak in last moment. So, let's go over the Colts because John asked if we were going to talk about the Colts, and we said sure. You want to? We can talk about them.
Okay, I'm not going to lie. I'm actually really excited for this Colts team, though, this year. AR's back. You got Jonathan Taylor back. Michael Pittman.
I still think Texans are going to win it. in the AFC South.
That's fair.
John,
Yeah.
John, you're a Colts
That's
fan.
That's a fair statement, though. You know, that is totally like a fair statement. Yes, I am a Colts fan. And I'm hopefully gonna try to win season tickets, again through the Hoosier Lottery.
There you go.
I actually went to the New Year's Eve game last year against the Raiders. Oh, like the general feeling that you get in being like in Lucas Oil Stadium it's just like nothing.
I remember the ending of that game, man.
I wish I've been to an NFL game.
I've been to a couple.
I haven't yet.
They're pretty cool.
I want to go.
Colleges are so much better.
I've been to colleges.
Debate
I know
me.
how that is.
Debate me.
I can't.
I will live and die on that hill.
I've never been to a college or a NFL
What's your
game.
favorite college stadium that you've been to?
Ooh. Like for a game or just in general? Because I've been to a couple different stadiums, but they weren't for games.
Oh, okay. So I guess in general then.
I'm surprised he's just not hopping on his little bandwagon.
Well, no, because like I've been to some pretty cool like stadiums too. Like I've been to the Big House. I've been to South Bend. I've been to the Horseshoe.
Weren't you at Arizona before?
Yeah, I've been to Sun Devil Stadium, ASU. Obviously Ross-Ade, Boiler Up.
There it is.
Yeah.
My parents went to Purdue. I gotta go for Purdue.
Boiler down.
It's about to be duck hunting season, baby.
Boiler down.
You're gonna have a top 5 ranking coming into Ross-Ade. I hope you know that.
Yeah, and we're gonna handle business like we always do.
Coming in under the lights too, might I add. Number 1, most wins against a top 5 team as an unranked team.
We both also agreed. I got it right here. Oregon only 1 loss. Purdue 5.
Yeah, that's
You had Purdue at 5 losses.
My irrational fan is picking the upset. Because it's like I said, Purdue is either upsetting Notre Dame, Penn State, or Oregon at home this year. One of those 3.
They'll do Penn State and Ohio State. It's not going to be Oregon. And if it is, I'm going to be quiet on the car ride home. Just know that.
That is almost a 2.5 hour drive for us.
I will fall asleep on you.
I may be driving. What do you mean?
Huh?
I might be driving. What do you mean?
Exactly. I said I'll fall asleep.
You gotta keep him awake.
Nah, he'll have his little podcast going.
No, I cannot. I can't wait for that Oregon game.
No, me either.
That's gonna be so much fun.
I need to get some kind of Oregon apparel before then. All I have is a black hoodie, and I'm not probably going to... Like, I'll probably take it with me, but it's also kind of smaller.
I mean, I got enough Purdue stuff, but I could probably get some more. We'll see.
I only have the one hoodie I got from Dick's in high school.
I saw Nike's dropping the new Pegasus Purdue shoes. Have you seen those?
No.
Oh, you look them up. They are so sexy. I'm 100% getting a pair. They're about to be like...
You would get them anyway. They're fucking Purdue.
They're about to be like $180. But they bought... Dude, I cannot wait. I can't wait. But anyway, okay, back on topic. We were talking about the Colts. I don't know how we started talking about college football. That's later. No, the Colts offense, I'm excited for this year. Anthony Richardson's back. Jonathan Taylor in the backfield, Michael Pittman Jr. You got Adonai Mitchell. Dude, he's been turning heads at training camp.
He has. I saw this one catch where he dove backwards and caught it over his head, arms fully extended, a defender in front of him. It seems like he's been doing really good so far. So let's.
You know who else has honestly kind of really impressed me so far in camp?
Who?
JJ McCarthy.
I'm gonna just stay quiet.
From what I've seen, he's looked like a stud in camp.
I have been seeing otherwise, so bad otherwise.
I've seen some really good plays that he's made. I've seen him make plays. I've seen a lot more good than bad.
I've seen a lot more bad than good for JJ. So,
his progression is going to be fun to follow. Same with Justin Fields. I'm seeing Justin Fields do a lot of good things out in camp, out in Pittsburgh's camp.
Yeah, I've been seeing that too.
That's just further proof that it's not Justin. It is the Bears. It is the Bears. It is something in their organization. It is their coaching staff. Something.
It very much could be, yeah. Coaches, GM, office, it's something, and it's clearly not working. So,
is Justin Fields still with the Bears?
No, he is in Pittsburgh.
He's with the Steelers now.
Him and Russell Wilson are out there.
Russell Wilson's not starting. Let's be so serious.
Last time I knew, he was projected the starter. So
that would honestly kind of shock me.
But yeah. Anyways, back to the Colts. The offense could be very, very dangerous. I'm kind of am excited to see how that goes, but I just don't think they'll have enough power, offense or defensively, to win the AFC South. I think the Texans are going to pull it off, and I think Texans may make a run possibly in the playoffs this year. We'll see how the season goes, but
I think they just build off of last year.
Yeah. I've seen some clips of Tank Dell making some big plays, and it's we got
Stroud a year into that system and more comfortable.
And you got him a good weapon in Diggs, plus Tank Hill, plus they had a receiver that was injured majority of the season last year, I'm pretty sure. So they're definitely going to be a scary team in the AFC.
I'm excited. Excited to watch the AFC unfold this year.
Yeah. Real quick to wrap up the NFL, let's go ahead and go through the preseason schedule for this week.
Johnny dropping the mic.
Dang it, John. Thursday night, Carolina at New England. Detroit at the Giants. Friday, you'll have Atlanta versus Miami, at Miami, Houston at Pittsburgh, Philadelphia at Baltimore. Saturday, you will have the Commanders at the Jets, Chicago at Buffalo, Vegas at Minnesota, Green Bay at Cleveland, Tampa at Cincinnati, San Francisco at Tennessee, Kansas City at Jacksonville, Seattle at the Chargers, and the Saints at Arizona. And then Sunday, to finish up this week of preseason, you will have the Broncos at the Colts, and then Dallas at the Rams. So, sounds like we may have some good preseason games. If you're into preseason,
I'm not. I don't really follow the preseason like that.
I like to see how the starters do their couple possessions, maybe check out a couple young rookies or something, and then I'm usually good.
It's just boring to me. I'm not a fan of preseason football.
So that wraps up the NFL. Let's go on to good old college.
Got some college news to talk about.
What you want to start with in college?
Probably start with the most recent news coming out of college, the Michigan scandal. We all kind of, if you were immersed in the college football world, then you definitely, even if you weren't really immersed in the college football world, there was a good chance you heard about the sign stealing scandal with the Michigan football team, and that whole kind of whirlwind that brought to the program. But it just came out a couple days ago. Sharon Moore, the new head coach, taking over for old Harbaugh, headed off to the West Coast. Sharon Moore could be facing some trouble.
Harbaugh, today or yesterday, denied any knowledge of the scandal. So he's holding down to that. But yeah, I saw something about how the new coach could be getting a suspension or something, facing punishment. Not sure. I did see something. I wish I would have took a screenshot or saved the video, whatever it was. But there were like 57 messages deleted off of his phone. And
between him and Connor Stallions.
Yeah, and like,
which I saw, it was also confirmed Connor Stallions was that dude on the Central Michigan sideline in the Michigan State game.
You throw a hat on him, throw a little disguise, you could tell it was him, just something was off, but
yeah.
But there were some other things on that too.
He's one of 7 staffers accused of violating NCAA rules.
Yes, that was one of them. Let me see. Yeah, so some punishment may come down on Michigan's coaching staff and program. We'll just have to see how that pans out, and we will definitely keep you guys up to date with it.
I mean, from a lot of what I've been seeing on Twitter, yes, I'm still calling it Twitter. I can't call it X. From what I've been seeing on Twitter, it sounds like it is gonna have to like vacate wins from the last like 2 to 3 years.
I did see something about that, but I am also looking at an article right now that says from Bleacher Report, Michigan's 2024 CFP title unlikely to be vacated after sign stealing scandal, and that was 1 day ago.
They may have to vacate their Big Ten championships, which...
Why you just smiling at me? Does that mean technically you guys won them?
Who did Michigan play in the 2022 Big Ten championship game?
I don't remember. I'm assuming you guys. Okay, you guys probably got beat bad.
Not bad. It was probably about a little less than what they beat Ohio State by. But they got to vacate that win. 2022 Purdue Big Ten champs.
No. All right.
Give us the title.
No. Yeah.
I'm still claiming it outright.
I bet you are. So that wraps up the update for the Michigan scandal. Go into kind of detail of what you saw, because I bit my tongue. I didn't hear anything about this until you sent me a text this morning about the Kentucky scandal. It said something was announced Friday that at least 11 football students were receiving payment for something. Fill us in on that.
Where did I see it at? It was at least 11 football student athletes receiving payment for work not performed between spring 2021 and March of 2022.
I don't think you can do that.
No. I don't think you can. So, I've seen that this is also going to lead the violations that caused the NCAA to place Kentucky football on probation for 2 years and led to the Wildcats vacating all 10 of their victories from the 10-3 season of 2021 are not so severe that they will jeopardize the jobs of Mark Stoops or Mitch Barnhart.
I guess they just got a slap on the wrist. Then hey,
Yeah.
don't do it again. You're on probation. Don't mess up.
So they had to vacate wins that these players played in that during that season. It's kind of tough, but that's a no.
No. All right, well, that wraps that up. Like we promised last week. Unfortunately, you guys don't know that because this is our first time live.
We've done We've done a couple of these recordings, kind of separate, just to hit the ground running a little bit.
Yeah, we still gotta get them posted, so we'll let you guys know when we do that by you guys continuing to listen to this and getting the social at the end of the show. So yeah, we'll give those out at the end of the show, which shouldn't be too much longer because now we are just going to go over some of the top 10 to 15 schools. We're going to hit Georgia in their schedule. We're going to hit Florida State University in their schedule, Texas, Ole Miss, and Notre Dame. So let's hop right into these schedules. I don't know if we'll be keeping track of the predictions that we keep for these schools. But let's start off with the Georgia Bulldogs.
And right off the bat, August 31st, they open at home against the Clemson Tigers. Cade Klubnik, Dabo Swinney. Give me Georgia. Give me Georgia. Carson Beck, Kirby Smart. Yeah, give me Georgia.
Yeah, I think Georgia's going to win that ball game. September the 7th. Whew. I don't even know who this team is by the abbreviation. All right. You got the Tennessee Tech Golden Bird looking team.
Georgia's going to mop them. Give me Georgia.
Tennessee Tech Golden Eagles. There we go. Going into
Week 3 at Kentucky. Give me Georgia.
Yeah, give me Georgia against Kentucky also.
Georgia
Ooh.
and Bama.
And Bama.
I forgot who I picked for this game. Because last week when we recorded this, Alabama was one of the teams we did a deep dive on, and we reviewed this game.
We both have them at 8-4.
Georgia? Did we? No, hold up.
No, we have Bama at 8-4.
Yeah. So did we pick Bama to lose this game?
I don't remember.
Did you not write it down?
I just have the overall record.
We sound so smart right now.
That's what we agreed on. Get off my back, man. We're still learning, all right?
I think I picked Georgia.
I think we picked the same.
I'm riding Georgia at this point.
All right, yeah, we'll take Georgia. All right, Auburn going to Georgia.
Give me Georgia.
Yep.
Mississippi State coming to Georgia. Give me Georgia.
There's no way they're going undefeated. They go with Texas.
Give me Texas. Give me Texas. Texas beat Bama on the road last year. Don't forget.
Texas is at home though,
And that's a bigger advantage. Give me Texas.
You know what? I don't want Georgia to go undefeated. Give me Texas.
See?
Florida going to Georgia.
Gators versus Dogs. What's that coming down the track? It's a mean machine in the red and black.
And then Bama.
Georgia fan.
Then Pat McAfee
Go,
picked,
go.
I think, Bama
Go.
against Georgia. Oh, that was funny.
That was awesome.
Get some going with their fight song, and then picks the other school.
Give me Alabama.
Pat
McAfee. Indiana royalty.
He's a goat, dude. I
Indiana
know
royalty.
you say it's fake and all, but I'm sorry. He's a commentator for WWE. This man is so damn funny. There was this moment where they were backstage, something happened, and he broke it down like an NFL play. He's circling things. See, these tenders, and they belong to him, and she gave them to him in a peace treaty, and he's just breaking down a scenario like it's a football play, and it's like, the hell is wrong with you, Pat? Like, and it's almost become a thing to where they do it so often, but it's not like a every week
Pat
thing.
McAfee.
Like, if you get time, just go on YouTube and listen to like Pat McAfee commentating WWE highlight film. Dude, he is fucking hilarious on there. Like, and he cusses sometimes.
I've seen it.
Dude, I'll be watching it, and he says one thing, and it's like, the fuck? It should be a serious moment. You got men fighting, and oh, you're a dirty slime. You're a dirty slime, Tom. He's not even a part of the match. He's just standing there.
Okay, back on track.
Pat McAfee. I love that man.
We got We got Georgia at Ole Miss.
We have to keep this one in mind because we're also doing Ole Miss later.
We are. That's why we also got to keep
Georgia.
the Texas one in mind too.
Oh, Georgia. Come on. Who you got? Ole Miss or Georgia?
Give me Georgia.
Yeah.
Tennessee coming to the Dogs.
Give me the Vols.
You tripping? Give me Georgia.
Give me the
At
Vols.
home, you
Get-
tweaking.
Give me the Vols.
And now see, like, then what is this? Week 11, UMass.
What about the next week? That's not any better.
You right.
Well,
Georgia Tech? Those are 2 dubs.
Yep, give me 2 dubs for Georgia to finish off the season.
I got them 1 loss.
I got them with 2.
So moving on to Florida State. This is going to be a really interesting year for Mike Norvell.
It is. Week 1, you got Florida State going to Georgia Tech. Give me
Do they know who their quarterback is?
who?
Florida State.
I'm not sure. I'm not gonna lie. I've been just trying to.
I'm pretty sure Jordan Travis graduated, didn't he?
I'm not sure. I'm gonna be honest. I've just been trying to figure out as much as I can about Big Ten. So I haven't really been paying attention to any other conference.
Yeah, one thing you should know, Purdue is one of the founding members, so pay your respect where it's due, young blood.
Hey, why don't you get some wins?
Yeah, he's with the Jets.
Oh, okay. Then they may have a quarterback. I don't know. Maybe not.
This is going to be interesting for them without Jordan Travis under center. But
Because if you remember, it did not go well the game he had to sit out. Or 2 games he had to sit out.
Florida State, the same team Georgia closed on. Florida State opens with Georgia Tech.
Give me Florida State.
Yeah, I'll take Florida State. Week 2, Boston College comes down to Seminole territory.
Florida State.
Yeah, I'll take the Seminoles there. Memphis coming
Florida
week 3.
State.
All right, you got them 3-0 right now. I do too, though. Cal coming down to man.
Florida State.
Yeah, I'll take Florida State over Cal. Florida State and SMU.
Florida State.
I'll take Florida State. Clemson and Florida State.
Clemson.
Don't do it like that. Fuck that. Clemson and Florida State. That has potential to be a good game. I'm going to take Florida State at home.
I think it's going to be a good game. I just think Clemson's going to pull it off at the end.
Florida State and Duke.
Florida State.
Florida State and Miami following week.
Give me the U. No. Okay.
UNC and Florida State following week. This is going to be an interesting one to me. Maybe Florida State at home.
I don't know why, but something's telling me to take UNC.
No, I'm picking Florida State because I got them losing the following week at Notre Dame.
Same here. I do think I'll take Florida State, but I'm definitely going to keep my eye on that UNC Florida State game.
Oh, 100%.
I feel like UNC could pull off the upset.
I'm taking Notre Dame at home the following week.
Yes, sir.
You know, week 11,
What the?
Charleston Southern.
Give me this Florida State.
Yeah, Florida State. And then Florida, the Gators coming down to Florida State.
Give me them chompers, the Gators.
I'm going to take the Gators too. I'm going to take the Gators too. So I got Florida State dropping 2 of their last 3.
We both do.
It's not a bad bounce back year for Jay Norvell. 2-loss record. We'll see if that's good enough to redeem themselves and make the college football playoff this year.
We'll just have to wait and see, and hopefully he can have a bounce back season. Moving on to Texas.
Another really exciting team. They just came off a college football playoff berth. Really took Washington to the wire. That was a great game.
It was. Week 1, you got Colorado State coming to Texas.
Give me Texas.
Yeah.
Week 2, Michigan and Texas. What would have potentially been the national championship matchup.
Would have been.
Hold up. Who did we pick for this against when we looked at Michigan's?
I'm pretty sure Michigan. We do both have Michigan finishing 9-3. I want to say we had Michigan.
I think we did pick Michigan for this one. And then you got Texas Southern UTSA. Wow, Texas Southern. Wow.
Against Texas, at Texas, give me the Longhorns.
And not to be outdone, you got LA Monroe coming right after.
Horns up.
Sadly. Mississippi State following week.
Mississippi State.
Red River. OU Texas.
Hold on, who are you taking that Mississippi-Texas game?
Oh, yeah. Give me Texas. Now, Red River.
Give me the Horns up.
I'm going to take OU.
I don't know. I was thinking about it, but I think...
I'm going to take OU. I think that's a safe pick.
I think Texas's quarterback's out on a mission this year, so... Then following week, you got Georgia going to Texas. Oh boy, who did we just pick?
Texas.
Yeah, we did pick Texas. Yep.
Then you got Texas going out to Vandy.
Give me Vandy. Psych.
That getting a little taste of that SEC schedule action.
Yeah, I said give me Vandy, but that was obviously a joke.
Give me Texas. And you got
Vandy's not good.
You got Florida, them Gators coming to town.
I think the Gators are going to be chopping.
I'm going to take Texas. And then you got to go into Arkansas the following week.
Give me Texas.
I'll take Texas. You're going to take them against Kentucky week 11 too, at home, senior day?
Texas, yeah.
Texas. And then road trip. Texas A&M. This is going to be a really fun one. When was the last time this game was played? They have not played each other in a while.
Was it Johnny's time? Menzel?
I think it was earlier than that. Like maybe a little earlier.
I don't know then.
I'm gonna take Texas.
Yeah, give me Texas.
So I got them. I'm losing 2 games to Michigan and to OU. Playoff berth?
Possibly. Next is Ole Miss.
This is going to be an interesting one. Week 1, they got Furman. I'll take Ole Miss on that one.
Yeah.
Week 2, Ole Miss, Middle Tennessee State.
Give me Ole Miss.
Yeah, I'll take Ole Miss at home. Week 3, they go to Wake Forest.
Rebels.
Yeah, I'll take that one. Then they got Georgia Southern coming the week after.
Rebels.
And then Kentucky, Ole Miss. I'll take Ole Miss.
Yeah.
Ole Miss, South Carolina. This is a trap game. Give me South Carolina.
Yeah.
That's a trap game.
I mentioned him.
Ooh.
I mentioned him when we were talking about the college football game. Definitely keep your eyes on Nick Neighbors. No. Is that his name? Number 8. He's a really big receiver.
I think so.
Something like that. Number 8 on South Carolina. He's like 6'6". Holds records on the track. Like, sure-handed. He's definitely going to be one of the players I keep my eye on this season. What you were oohing about. Ole Miss to LSU.
Yeah, just as I got done saying that's a trap game against South Carolina, they got a trip to Death Valley the following week.
Give me them Tigers.
Yeah, I'll tell you. I'll say go Tigers. Go Tigers.
Oklahoma and Ole Miss.
Give me Ole Miss.
Give me Oklahoma.
Wow, going the upset.
I am.
Okay, I respect it. Ole Miss and Arkansas.
Rebels.
Rebels. Georgia and Ole Miss.
Georgia.
Georgia. Ole Miss and Florida. Senior Day? Or no, not Senior Day.
Give me them Gators.
I'll take Ole Miss. And then you got Senior Day, Mississippi State coming to town. Rival. Egg Bowl. Give me them Rebels. I'll take Ole Miss.
Yeah, I think so.
So I got them losing 3 games. South Carolina, LSU, and Georgia.
Alright, I'm usually not a big fan of Notre Dame. But do you know who's on this team? There are 3 sons of former NFL players on this Notre Dame team, all within the same class. Can you tell me who they are? I am only thinking of one right now, and it's bugging me.
I don't think so.
Who's NFL? Because Alright, here we go. So we have Ivan Taylor, Elijah Burris, and Jerome Bennis Jr.
Wow.
So you have Plaxico Burris' son and Elijah. You have Ike Taylor's son, Ivan Taylor, and Jerome Bennis Jr. Obviously, Jerome Bennis' son. They're all same class, and they are suiting up for the Fighting Irish. I'm trying to figure out what positions they play.
Well, who do you got week 1 for them when they go to Texas A&M? Kyle Field. I'm taking the Irish.
Yeah, give me the Irish.
And I'm taking them week 2 again at home against Northern Illinois, too.
Yeah. You're not going to like me for this next week.
Boiler up. We taking that shillelagh back this year.
I'm hoping you guys can get the upset. I really am. But I think Notre Dame's going to end up pulling it off.
We taking the shillelagh back. I'm taking the Boilers. Give me Purdue.
Next week you got Miami of Ohio. Give me the Irish.
And then you got Louisville coming to Notre Dame. Jeff Brom.
Give me the Irish.
I'll take the Irish too. Stanford coming to town the following week as well.
Irish.
And then they go on the road to Georgia Tech.
Irish.
At home or on the road against Navy.
Irish.
At home against Florida State. Notre Dame.
Who did I say? I think I agreed
You
with
picked Notre Dame.
Yep. Then you got Virginia coming to Notre Dame.
Give me the Irish.
It looks like they're going to have another disappointing season with a lot of wins.
No kidding.
Notre Dame at Army. Give me the Irish. Notre Dame at USC.
I'll take USC.
Yeah.
I'm going to pick USC in that game.
So they have what? 1 loss?
I have them at 2.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's not terrible. That's not bad at all.
And they won't do anything in the playoffs.
Probably not. But you know what? I think that covers everything on our first live show.
Yeah, very, very excited to get that out. We will get the audio back and we will post it online. But before we sign off of here, what you guys have been waiting for, we are going to give out the socials and go like, follow, do whatever you got to do to make sure you stay up to date with our content, and you'll be able to find out what time and
turn them notifications on when we post. You'll see all the stuff that we do in the studio, pre-record, post-record. You'll see all the behind-the-scenes stuff. We'll have our social medias tied to the socials as well. Share the pages. Share it with a friend.
Yeah.
College football and football in general is always better with a friend, as Joel Klatt would say.
It is, and during our slow time of football, we do cover other sports. And we'll talk video games and almost anything that's still kind of sports related to get us back to football time. So it's always interesting with us.
Yeah. So thank you all for sticking around with us for this long.
Yes.
Thank you for being a part of our first live show too. This is really exciting for us. This is something we've really been building towards. So
it is.
This is a big night for us. So thank you for sticking through it with us.
And if you are ready, here is the Instagram at ReadyFootball24. ReadyFootball24. That is our Instagram. Our Twitter, or X, whatever you want to call it. All lowercase once again. Ready Football 24. All lowercase. Ready Football and the letters, her numbers 2, 4. And then I am actually sorry, that is Threads I just gave you. Now Twitter/X. I had to do this one a little different because the name was already taken, or I had too many letters. But it is capital R, lowercase e, A-D-Y, capital F, lowercase b, A-L-L, 2024. The numbers 2024, and that is again capital R, ready, capital F, lowercase b-a-l-l, the numbers 2024. And then we will have our socials linked into those bios so you can find us easily. And we will also have what night we will be meeting and what time every week, so you can listen back to us every week.
We're hoping to get YouTube up soon too. We're hoping to get YouTube up going as well. But for now, I think that's gonna wrap up tonight. So
yeah, I think we're good.
So thank you all for sticking with us through the first show. Like I said, know we ran a little longer than we were kind of anticipating.
If my math is not wrong, it's about 2.5, 3 hours.
Yeah, just about. So
that's a talk show on radio.
Going live too. That's crazy.
We did it without any commercials.
That's crazy.
Any breaks.
No breaks at all.
Who knows? We get enough following and people listening in. We may do that every week. Hey, who wouldn't want 3 hours of just college football talk, no breaks?
Love that. But that's going to wrap it up for us tonight, guys. Thank you for being with us. This is the Ready Football Podcast. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to follow us on our socials that we just gave out. Anything else?
We'll put them in a link or something if possible. But no, I don't think anything else as of right now. I know there's a couple things we've been talking about back and forth, but haven't got them set in stone yet. So hey, I'm just happy we were able to get the first on-air podcast episode done. I don't know about you. I'm excited to do another one.
Yeah. I'm also ready for bed, too.
Yeah, I probably want to play college football.
All right. Thanks.